Next, we have Daniel Erbe, an award-winning tenor and vocal coach with over 30 years of experience in performance, near and dear to my heart. Daniel specializes in helping executives and entrepreneurs overcome stage fright and develop confidence. Daniel, we're excited to have you here, buddy.
Thank you, Justin. Great to be here.
Yeah, it's nice to have you. And look, hey, from one singer to another, I'm excited to talk about your transition from opera to vocal coach. It's really fascinating. But what inspired you to focus on helping others overcome their stage fright?
So I had an incredible 30-year career, 13 years in the military, but I had to make a decision to leave the military. And after that, I really actually didn't want to sing again. I didn't want to pursue music. I was pursuing a different career, but that call to singing was just too great. And then when I started singing again at political rallies and got myself back on that national stage, I kind of thought, well, what can I do now to give back and serve? So the skills that I've learned as a professional singer and stage performer, who can I help now? Who can I
Mm,
serve? And it's entrepreneurs and business owners, leaders, executives, anyone that's really struggling with their voice.
mhm,
And their voice is really, it's who you are.
mm.
And so to be able to build the voice from a place of alignment and authenticity, and to be able to communicate effectively in that way, I think that makes all the difference for life and in business.
Yeah, I think it's interesting as someone you've stood on some of the world's biggest stages, right? And so what are the lessons that you take from that experience, like the one behind you right there? You were singing at a huge national convention. I mean, what about that experience do you like to share with your clients in order to help them?
I tell you what, it is never too late to go after your dreams. To
Mm,
go after where the place that you were meant to be, your safe place.
hmm
My safe place has always been the stage.
mm,
And after I chose to leave the military and I wasn't on a stage and I was pursuing a different career, um, that is a place where you really have to dig deep.
yeah.
So what do you truly want? How do you get yourself unstuck? And so, I pursued uh, unpaid, small, local political events, eventually a
Yeah.
state event to the national stage, and then at the RNC. And I just remembered when I was right about to take the stage. I mean, I was praying to God, and I just couldn't believe what He's delivered me
Mhm.
from.
Yeah.
This delivered me from the change and the struggle of losing everything and having to rebuild yourself back up. And
Yeah.
I set foot on stage. I looked out, and everyone's smiling at me. And I open up my voice and I sing, and that high note at the end, and then the crowd erupted.
Yeah.
Ugh, I mean, the emotions that I was just feeling right there, it
Yeah.
was just incredible.
Well,
Um,
I think that what I'm hearing is that you can having that experience and hitting that high note, and it's something that you talk about in your keynote speech, that people can have that high note and recreate that high note in their lives, in their businesses, whether they're on stage or whether they're on the stage of life. And yet there is this element of stage fright. And there are a lot of common misconceptions about stage fright that people have. How do you help your clients overcome that thing that makes your hands sweat and your voice shake when you're up on the stage for most people?
For me, the most important element is my voice. And
Mm,
so I use a method that I've created. It's the mind, body, breath method,
mm,
MBB. And so when you're able to align your mindset, aligned with your body and your breath in one full alignment, it eliminates the right from the left, allows you to focus and really concentrate on your body, your breath, but also your message and how you want to sing your voice as a speaker. And I believe, when you're able to then have that full connection using tone, melody, phrasing, dynamics, inflection, and tone
Mm, mm.
to really impact and influence your audience with, again, your voice. It's who you are.
Yeah, and so that voice being who they are and being able to use the things that singers take for granted, how can entrepreneurs, executives use their voice to command attention and build authority?
Uh, it's about authenticity. It's not conforming to who you think you should sound like. It's not mimicking anyone in life. We all have our own path. We all are able to discover this on our own through God, through our challenges and struggles. We can't compare ourselves to others. But when it's time to be able to take your stage in person, on video, on the stage in life, to be able to have that full control over your mind, your body, and breath, and then deliver that in an authentic way of communicating, that's how you make connections.
Absolutely. And your passion for not only creating those connections, but empowering others to find their unique voice is really inspiring. So thank you so much for sharing these practical and transformative tips with our audience, Daniel.
Thank you, Justin, for having me today.